Hey guys, it's Caslo, and we're back with some more Radiant Historia. Um, no worries, Mina, I understand. But we're gonna jump on into this. I think we're getting ready to head to chapter 4, I believe, in one of the timelines. So we're gonna jump. I did do some grinding off stream in a special dungeon here. And so I've got some new weapons for some people. That's nice. They're not the weapons you can acquire inside this time area right here, or the Vault of Time, isn't really much better than what you can get in the normal dungeons. I think unlocking new chapters adds more gear there. But we're going to go ahead and continue on and continue pushing through. I think we might have about 12 hours left. Bad news bears. What's going on?
Selvon, Diaz, what brings you here?
We come to beg a favor of your majesty. This will be my first and final request.
Go on. What is it?
I humbly beseech you to save Granorg. We have lost the battle in the Grand Plain, and the Alistel army draws near. If they continue, Granorg will be razed. We desire, above all else, to save at least the citizenry from the army's wrath.
I bear no love for the churls, but if this request comes from you two, I shall entertain it. But I am neither strategist nor warrior. How would you have me save this kingdom?
Your wit is ever so lacking.
Excuse me?
Now.
What are you doing? Cease this insolence! Stop, I say! Unhand me at once! Selvon, what is the meaning of this?
You needn't lift a finger. Countless lives will be saved by your head alone.
Damn.
Take her away.
No. This cannot be! No!
Just damn.
Aim! Fire!
Lieutenant General Raoul, and all of you as well. I'm so sorry. The world's in such a mess, and
Hey, anyone would have done the same.
You still came back to us. There's no need to apologize.
Lieutenant General, thank you.
You needn't thank me. On the contrary, the one we should be thanking is Stocke.
Right. Thanks for everything, Stocke. Without you, I never could have faced everyone like this. You got back on your feet by your own strength. Nah, if you hadn't gone to such extremes, I'd still be...
Alright. Hasn't this gone on long enough?
Seconded. Stocke believed in Rosh, and Rosh rose to the occasion. Let's just call it even.
What's the matter, Lady Al?
Stocke and Rosh remind me of you and Samra, that's all.
Samra.
He's one of Elm's friends, and he's a good swordsman, too.
Oh, please. I'd use the word friend lightly.
But Samra left Celestia. He took Historica and...
I believe you've said quite enough, Lady Al. Let's get to business, humans.
Indeed. We should start by reviewing the current situation. As you are all aware, Granorg has fallen. Worse still, it was by Alistel's hand.
So Alistel finally brought the fight to Granorg. I don't want to imagine how many casualties there were.
Actually, there were fewer than we expected. Selvon and Diaz made a secret pact with Hugo and surrendered Queen Protea.
Those
bastards. They sold out their own queen?
Their alliance was made quite clear by the coded document that Stocke stole. These people were manipulating the war from the beginning for little more than power. Hugo waited as long as possible to invade Granorg, and acted just before anyone grew suspicious. That gave Selvan enough time to minimize the casualties. And as a result, Queen Protea was surrendered and executed just the other day.
Executed? I'd like to say she deserved it, but nobody deserves to get stabbed in the back by those they trust the most. Then there's that bastard Hugo, using the war to seize power. That's all kinds of messed up.
Indeed, using the whole of Alistel for one man's gain is not something we can forgive. Which brings us to Noah and Hugo. They've moved their base of operations to Granorg. They hope to bring out a full-scale enlightenment to the people there. Everything went according to plan with Hugo's speech, too. It seems they will launch their offensive against Cygnus and Celestia to fuel their hatred.
How many soldiers will be sent to Cygnus?
According to Vanos's report, about 20,000. The major skirmish will most likely take place in Scala for its strategic advantage. On the other hand, as little as 2,000 troops may be sent to Celestia.
So one squadron has 20,000, and the other has only 2. I know Scala's important and all, but it kind of feels like they're underestimating us.
It is nevertheless to our advantage. Our military is even smaller, but we know our terrain. We should be able to fight sufficiently enough.
First, we have to stop the Alistel detachment headed our way. The Patriarch and I will devise an operation to ensure that we do. Are there any questions?
Reporting!
So they're moving. It's just as I've predicted thus far. Granorg may be down, but they are not out. Have you forgotten about the one in Cygnus?
Indeed.
Regardless, our primary concern must be to bolster our defense and survive here. We'll be counting on you all.
You better put in double time to make up for all that moping around, Rosh. I know.
Don't forget about us, too.
Yeah, we're in this together.
I know I have some flaws, but Stocke, everyone, please stick with me through this. We're counting on you, Captain Rosh. Now, let's move out.
Just everybody rejoining all at once. Alright, first things first. We need to rest.
Hey. Hey.
Now, want Rainy or do we want Kafka? Go with Kafka. Actually, what status? I forgot what Kafka has. Push assault. Let's go Rainy instead of. See how that party setup works.
Let's stick to the plan. find the enemy commander and bring him down. The faster we get this done, the fewer the casualties for Celestia. The Satiros archers will provide defensive cover. We must slay the general to defend Celestia.
Easy enough.
It's the enemy! It's the enemy!
Ah. Let's see how.
Too. What's its weakness?
Start with you. See how good this G-Fire is.
Oh! Take this!
Unsure if that's worth the increase in MP.
Take this!
Yeah, I don't think that's worth the increase in cost. Maybe on enemies that are weak to it.
I can help too. What's its weakness?
Let's do this.
Take this! Fire! Too slow.
So good.
Here you go.
Good one! Hut!
Take this!
Leave it to me.
Some extra attacks in. Go rush. Alright, now we just attack on through. And boom.
What'd you think about that?
You won't get away! Looks like he's our mark. I don't give a damn about that title. Losing my men and leaving my country made me realize that. I figured out what really matters. My folly. You're the fools. Look at how Hugo has bent you to his whim. If your eyes are there for more than decoration, then take a look around. Think about it. Ask yourself if this is truly in the best interest of the world.
Here I go! What's its weakness?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
The rest to you.
Let me have a go.
I can't even get ahead here.
Is this really it?
Here you go.
And they're gonna kill us with all their blow-ups.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I think I know how we're gonna handle this time. God.
Is this really it?
For fortune.
Well, we're gonna die this turn anyways.
I leave this to you. I leave the rest to you.
Okay, this time we won't. We'll just start from the last save point. Jesus.
Radiant Historia. Perfect chronology.
Don't have anything that resists fire resist, do I? Just poison. I'm gonna try this one more time, and then if not, we'll just try and figure it from the other storyline.
It's the enemy! Take this! Take this! Take that! Take this!
Hey, I got this!
No, you don't. Not at all.
Hey, I got this!
Yeah! Yeah!
I want to help too!
Yeah!
Yeah, I guess I can set up the big move now.
Here I go! Ta!
Yeah! Yeah!
We did it.
It's the enemy!
Alright. See if we can get it this time.
Here I go! What's its weakness?
Let's see how this goes.
You okay?
I thank you. For Forja.
I'll exterminate you! It's fine.
Oh, we had to use the mana burst, but we get it.
Retreat!
They're running away! You know, I was thinking they'd put up more of a fight.
Goes to show how much they underestimated us. But it was a decisive victory nonetheless.
That was a stunning success. Is it safe to say you've made a complete recovery, Rosh?
I don't even want to think about it, Lieutenant General. Our next move is hurting my head already.
Indeed. It all really comes down to what Cygnus does next.
Reporting!
Oh, so he's back.
That aside, their urgency concerns me. What's the matter?
Sir! Annihilated? How? Yes.
All right. Let's hurry back.
Back to the village. Figure out what happened, what went wrong.
Everything is going according to plan. We've provoked a response from Celestia.
Ah, earlier than expected.
Yes, but the situation called for a quick decision, did it not? They must have an excellent commander on their side. Would you happen to know who it might be?
It's certainly the former Lieutenant General Raoul, the slumbering lion. A formidable foe. And his executive officer is none other than the young lion of Alistel, ex-Major Rosh. And rounding out the trio, you have former Lieutenant Stocke. They're all worthy opponents that Celestia is unworthy of having.
You compliment them, yet you have such confidence.
I've already foreseen their next move. It will be a desperate gambit of the powerless, as they struggle to survive. But that will only take them so far. I just need to show them how futile it is to cling to hope.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you've decided to use the power of flux.
Are the adjustments complete, Fennel?
Can't you tell from the expression on my face? It's excellent! A work of beauty, completed without flaw. There were some minor setbacks, but thanks to Heiss, they're under control. All that's left is to set a target. Easy enough.
I'm glad to hear it. I shall prepare the most opportune moment to introduce this power to the world.
Hey!
That's not good. They're all gonna get turned to sand.
What is it?
Really, dogs, really.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yes.
this is bad. Morale is at an all-time low. Well, not that I blame them.
What could have happened to the Cygnus army?
I can't even begin to imagine.
Let's go see the Lieutenant General and the others. It's time to start working on a countermeasure.
Yeah, good idea.
Alright, we need to save after that.
Hello, Stocke. Hello, Rosh. We're going to have a meeting to discuss our plans. We'd like you both to join. It might be a little disheartening, though. All right, let's go.
I'm surprised you had the nerve to show your faces here. How do you plan to take responsibility for this?
It won't do any good to flare up at us.
Then you presume we are the ones at fault for being taken in by your coaxing.
Elm, no fighting!
No, Lady Ott, this much must be said. It was a mistake, after all, to put our faith in humans. Patriarch Baranka, please allow me to voice my opinion. I say we exile these humans and close off the village like it was before.
You're dumb, Elm! How would that help us?
Whoa, whoa! Can everyone just calm down for a moment?
He's right. We're supposed to be figuring out how to deal with Alistel. Forcing us out of here isn't gonna help with that.
That is enough. Goodness.
I must express my utmost apologies for what happened. I asked you to rely on Cygnus, but out of the blue, Cygnus has...
Not at all.
I never imagined Cygnus could be so utterly defeated. I'm actually quite worried about them, and I look into their situation at my first chance. Still, it's too early to give up. In fact, there is something I've been meaning to ask Gafka to do for quite some time now.
Gafka? You mean that beast-kind guy?
Do you know of a village called Forja, east of Cygnus? It's the home of the Gutrals. I'm thinking an alliance with them would be to our benefit. That's why I've pressured Gafka, a Gutral himself, to convince them of the same.
And where is he now?
He's at the spring in the back. But...
But the world's in danger. How can they keep holding a grudge at a time like this?
What are we supposed to do then? have to do our best to ally with Forgia.
I believe that would be best as well. But if Gafka won't act as the intermediary, our chances are very slim.
I'll try talking to him.
Please do.
Red one.
Gafka, why do you hesitate to represent us in Forgia?
So, you were informed.
Yeah.
There are various reasons. One of them being that I have been exiled from Forgia.
Exiled? I didn't know.
And the other is the rift between us and the humans.
A rift?
My banishment is a personal problem, so that is not as much of a concern. But the rift between our races, that is a formidable issue. The Gootrals severed ties with the humans many years ago. Do you know why? In the past, humans would use clever words to lure Gootrals into fighting for them. Those who were deceived all died on the battlefield. These were not isolated incidents either. It happened countless times. And so, the Gootrals came to detest humanity, cut themselves off.
So that's why.
Some do not believe that all humans are to blame. That is why you meet the odd Gootral every now and again, like myself. But we are only a handful. Most Gootrals have no faith in humans anymore.
What can we do to make them hear what we have to say?
According to the clan's laws, it is forbidden to interact with humans without a beast mark.
What is this beast mark?
It is a ceremonial ritual tool used by the Gootrals. It is obtained by undergoing an ordeal within our ruins. The ruins are considered holy ground by our people. They would never allow humans to step foot in them.
Then it's a lose-lose situation. We can't talk without it, but we can't obtain it either. Is there no other way?
If the ordeal were issued by a high-ranking member of the clan, it would be possible. But that would be far too convenient, wouldn't it? I'm sorry to take up your time. I didn't expect to talk so much.
It looks like you found the key to convincing him.
Yeah. But the question is, how do I obtain this beast mark?
If it can't be obtained in this world, then there's only one other way. Although, from what I can tell, you're nowhere near where the beast mark is.
True. I haven't even made it to Forgia yet. That means solving this issue is going to take some time.
Don't worry. As long as you walk the path of the true history, I'm sure the opportunity will present itself. Please bear that in mind, and continue to press forward as you have been.
Well then, until we meet again.
Alright, well then, our only option is to head to the other timeline. Alright, White Chronicle. Chapter 4. Do I have the information I need? Well, we'll see. And if not,
What?
I appreciate your Who's there?
It's me.
Rosh.
Sorry to drop in like this. I know I'm getting in the way of your mission, but there's something I had to tell you.
What is it?
It's about Alistel.
What happened?
Hugo's Thaw Machine Corps invaded Celestia and killed countless Beastkind. He was after Celestia's abundance of mana, a power source for his Thaw Machines, in other words. Fennel is overseeing the creation of more powerful armaments even now. You've been on a mission, so you might not realize it, but the nation's in shambles.
So, they'll invade anywhere if it means getting their hands on more mana. If things go on like this, there'll be no end to the war.
Yeah. Alistel's done for. That's why we defected.
You what?
When I say we, I mean Lieutenant General Raoul, Sonia, and the guys in my brigade. We all left Alistel together.
So, that's what's been going on.
We couldn't just sit on our hands and watch Alistel rot like that. So we decided to join forces with Celestia, per Lieutenant General Raoul's suggestion. We'll probably have to deal with Hugo soon. I'll need your help on this one, Stocke.
Do you mean that you want us to join forces with your group?
Well, that's the way I would have wanted it. Lieutenant General Raoul came up with a better plan. He's gonna leave the Granorg side to you.
Which involves?
You're going with the princess to help her assume the throne.
Wait. Before we go on, how do you know the princess is with me?
Before we ditched Alistel, I beat some info out of one of the SI guys.
Well, that's certainly in character for you.
Isn't it? I also got other things, like the state of affairs in Granorg out of him. All these countries are corrupt to the core. That's why we're going to take back Alistel, while you and that princess take back Granorg.
I see. So, the time has come for that.
Whoa, slow down. For this operation to work, we'll need a lot of people on our side. We've enlisted Celestia, so your job will be to join forces with Cygnus.
Cygnus, huh? We're actually headed that way already.
Well, that simplifies things, doesn't it? Oh, and let the princess handle the diplomacy. It's not really your strong suit, if you catch me. Okay then, I'm headed back to Celestia. I'll leave Cygnus to you.
All right.
You know, I didn't think you'd be so understanding about this. I thought you might consider me an enemy after I told you I'd defected. Worst case scenario, I was bracing myself for a fight.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way I'd fight you.
Good point. Guess Lieutenant General Raoul made a wise choice sending me to persuade you. All right, I really have to go now. I'll hurry over to Granorg as soon as our end's taken care of.
But why did history change?
I'm glad I didn't have to fight him this time. But I wasn't expecting this. In the other history, Rosh took a stand against Alistel. Apparently his change of heart carried over to this timeline as well.
Doesn't make sense, but okay.
How are you holding up, Stocke? Was somebody here? I thought I heard voices.
No, just me. Is that why you came?
It's my turn to tend the fire, actually. I'll take over.
Right. Thanks, Marco. You've got it under control?
Yeah, I'm sure you're tired, Stocke. Get some sleep, okay? Alright. Should be easy enough to keep a fire going. It's fine for now. I've got a great view of the sky from here, too. The stars are beautiful tonight. What's all this fog? This isn't fog. It's gas. Can't keep eyes open. Not good. Stocke.
You've returned, Stocke. Your escape from Granorg must have been exhausting. I cannot find fault with you for what is happening now. But now that you are in such a predicament, perhaps you will reach a greater understanding. Let us now add a new chapter to the White Chronicle.
Just in case, do you want to record your actions up till now?
I do. Yeah, time travel in this game, just, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. Like, logically, it doesn't make sense. Within the rules of the game, it makes sense, but logically.
Hey!
Ricky, what are you doing here?
You're Ricky, right? The kid who guided us to Cornet Village. Yeah. So, where are we? The desert? Then we're in the Cygnus region. But how did you get here?
Jeez.
Tell me as much as you can remember.
What?
And that's not long after we escaped.
Mm-hmm. What?
I see.
Hey!
They're not here?
Mm-hmm.
We were together until we set up camp at the Judgment Cliffs. I asked Marco to take my place at the fire so I could get some sleep. That's the last thing I remember before waking up here. Sounds like you and I had a similar experience. Hopefully everyone else is just in separate cells. Who are you?
Are we in a Coliseum?
So I'm your underdog. And if I win?
Hey!
Try to stay calm, Ricky. We'll have to wait and see for now.
What?
Bet it's
Until
Gofka.
we find out where Erica and the others are. We can't do anything reckless. But don't worry. I'll find our way out as soon as I see the chance.
Betting that the gladiator is Gofka.